following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Hot crackers! That girl's got a lot of moxie. She's got a lot of spirit. Check out them gams! What other phrases don't people use anymore? No!
Of course! Of course!
If you ask the oldest and wisest lore masters, who are the Hand, half of them wouldn't even know who you're talking about. The other half would be surprised that you knew. They would tell you that before even the Imperium, there was the Dark God, and he raised up 5 into positions of ultimate power. And long ago, these 5 members of the Hand clenched into a mighty fist and rocked the world. But who are they? Who is responsible for torturing and corrupting living beings, then using them in his unholy experiments to create new beings, dark servants, creatures of evil? Maldred is. Werewolves, Maldred. Urgs, Maldred. Who made the first Draco Lich? Maldred. Who wove together fire, bone, and flame, and the essence of fear itself to make the dark fire, now entombed beneath the earth. The Balrogs. But who is Maldred? Leonard James Arkar earned his first name when as a student he invented the Indaris, a framework for connecting magic items for effortless and simultaneous use, allowing people to bypass the normal limits. His second name when he bred the first Gurdraka, along with a set of improved seeds promoting better survivability in extreme weather. His third name was earned when he invented a device which could allow ungifted people to translocate anywhere. His other achievements include, but are not limited to, the inventor of wands, the double enchantment system, the rune forge. In his personal life, he was described as plain and short and jealous. Bitter that his discoveries were not properly lauded, Maldred was oft heard to remark that the gods had seen to it that he was born clever, born knowledgeable, and this superiority fueled him. When the free peoples of the world rejected him, he had long ago rejected them. There are 4 other members of the Hand, but that is a story for another day. Instead, let me tell you a tale from an age of heroes.
ask about that.
Last week on the show that we do here on this podcast, yes, there we go. It's official now, we've said it.
We've got to talk about chimps a little bit, then it'll be good.
How about we say we did and don't?
Yeah.
That would be fraud and deception.
Data got corrupted. We lost the audio files. Yeah. We talked about chimps for so long.
Anyway, there is a riot going on. Dust hangs heavy in the air. The city is being torn apart by angry people who have been whipped up into a frenzy by things, or people whose first resort to anything when an entire fucking mountain, but not that you can actually see the mountain from here, I've discovered, because the curvature of the world would be weird. But it's a fantasy setting, so you did. It happens all the time. I mean, there's no way you can see Orthanc from Asgiliath, but yet you can. So, because there's a fucking mountain range in the way, but yet you can.
You see Earth is flat with like a dome, and then it's all like LED lights.
Cool, AJ.
I'm just saying they have some interesting ideas.
I don't want none of that.
Where was the
gay community?
The mountain, by the way.
You'll find it on the map beside the sapphire. It's called Ifrit's Finger. Anyway, as I was saying, everything is in turmoil. The immediate area is kind of being calmed down from the false prophet. There, by Big Match Seth's big match win over Little Thor Blandis. And then he walks through the crowd, the peasants meet him. Oh my god, that's good Baron Mandan, who is much beloved by us, who has done so much for the peasant community and provided so much. He has slaineth him and is parading his body around. Pitchforks, torches, roll initiatives!
Wait, we don't get to do... Nay, 'twas evil magic.
Oh, so you want me... I'm going to give you this opportunity to talk because I don't want to roll 307 initiatives for each individual peasant. It is going to butcher you guys to fucking death.
Can any of the judges heroic fray?
No, first I should...
Not after that spell. Yeah. They can barely walk.
Now first I should roll a charisma roll just to see how much of a... Tired mouth Saphira is.
Hey now, you're a tired mouth, you're a fat jit, you're gay.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's a 9.
That's
pass, but not
definitely
great.
in the lower half, though.
Yeah, pass, not great.
Okay. And the peasant's like, alright, he is the bad man! Radomir is just like, I have killed him.
Nay, it was evil magic by the evil magister who destroyed that mountain.
Oh my god, he's right! That man must be an evil mage who destroyed a thing! Dust.
No, nay, this is good Sir Radomir.
That horse is right! Good Sir Radomir's turn.
No!
I'm walking towards the nearest judge, because that's the only person I could talk to.
The nearest judge is like,
it was a mage named Vasilis who was responsible for the death of...
One of the witches step forward. Oh, you are cures, good... Oh, Jesus. Who's that? You accuse good Vasilis, you monster!
He was an evil mage who harvested witch-haired corpses in order to make a horrible wand of foul magic. Blame not us.
I need another charisma roll. I'm sensing motive, and unfortunately I'm cruddling it, so you have to be more convincing.
8.
That's worse.
By 1, yeah. But
it's still a pass.
It's not a good pass. Be more convincing then.
Like 8 or 9 is like the best a regular person could possibly do, right? Like,
good job. You're below average. Saphiro, the rat paladin. He said so. You believe him. He's the wizard. Come on, get on with it. Convince me.
No, there was foul necromancy going on in a farm, and we stopped it.
Necromancy in a farm. There's nothing there.
That is why the mountain disappeared from thine eyes. For you see, an evil mage who tried to kill us when we attacked him shot at us, and he missed, and the mountain was taken.
You're cruddling it again. You need to roll another convincing.
You're cruddling, but doesn't that make me more convincing?
No, it means that I can't sense your motive, so I'm disbelieving of you. You're keeping it going.
And he was a bad man who didn't. It's not a fail, but it's really low.
Carry on.
Who was harvesting. That's why the witches and people were dying. He was he was taking something out of their backs and putting it and creating an evil wand of horrible.
The peasants around you are starting to turn ugly. I mean, they've always been ugly, but I mean the mood is starting to turn ugly, and they're like, evil mage ripping people apart. Witches are sent to protect us. What will we do? Hairs ripped from his head. They begin panicking and running around, but they're not coming after you anymore. Oh, God, witches are being killed and turned into mountains.
No, it has been dealt with. The problem has been solved. We have slain those responsible for this foul, evil deed.
Ah, then how dost thou explain all of this ruinous dust killing us with its choking miasma?
That happened before we stopped them. This is the result of that mountain being obliterated from the face of Jor-Karroc.
You're very convinced. The peasants believe you and begin looting. The judges begin arresting and smiting them for doing it. They're going to keep order in this immediate area. A fancy robed man with his robes torn down one side and slightly burned, a gash on his forehead, his arm hanging limp and blood pouring all over his fancy robes, rushes up and he's like, oh! Putting like a handkerchief of lace over his neck. He's like, oh, thank God I have found you! Saphira, the Rat Paladin! The Baron is dead! And you've killed him! Thank God! Evil people tried to take over the manor. We found all of his secret perverse torture chambers and things. There's no one to rule this place in times of need, which means it's your job, Paladin hero! Now that you can manage this town, I'm off!
I'll turn to that judge. I believe...
My, you're so strong.
I believe...
Oh, you mean the older judge man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe there has been sufficient evidence, but I will submit myself to your questioning if you wish.
Did you do it?
Did you kill him?
I'm not lying. It was not me who made the final blow.
But you generally, in association, you kill him. I find you guilty. Your punishment shall be to dispose of the body, because he was evil in a mage. Meanwhile, I'm going to go beat up people. You peasant! That's jaywalking. Woof it!
They're just as bad as the witches.
Except they're right. They can't not be.
They are just.
They're exactly good. This is the problem. This is how good can become bad. Anyway.
Have any of the peasants started a fire yet?
Yes, there's fires all over the place. Your dog's
I
like...
just threw the body on the fire!
Yeah, okay, he's like cooking and sizzling away. Your dog walks over and like grabs him by an exposed bit of clothing, pulls a bit out of the fire and just like rips off a leg and starts eating the cooked meat.
That's disgusting.
Pushes it back in to cook it a bit more. Turns it, pulls it out and then...
I guess so, I'm standing
Meanwhile, Adrin arrives back at the inn. The doors have been busted open. There's angry peasants everywhere going, the wizards did this, set fire to the wizard's cottage. We don't dare, because it might smite us. Well, take our anger out on the mill then. Yeah, it can't run away. And there's people busted in there. There's a dead guard you recognize as one of the ones who's set to guard your parents. He's like been poked to bits and he's burned. And the other guard is like down on one knee with his axe. He's like, I won't let you have them. Your parents are cowering in a corner. And there's like 3 peasants going, they came with the warlock. We're going to kill them.
I'm gonna make a charisma check now.
This will be good.
Oh, it's like fine.
Is it a pass though?
It's a pass.
Well, then it's a pass then.
Okay.
Yes, different standards.
So I'm gonna.
It depends what he wants to do.
So I've got the great sword.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna pull it off and ignite it. I'm already cursed with it, so this is like.
Are you? Oh shit!
Yeah,
you
I used it.
in-
Yeah.
Did you ignite it though?
Yeah.
Oh, because I was completely going to forget about that if you.
I think you did. It's fine. It's fine. I
Because-
used it.
Because I need to give you the meta information that I've repeated several times. Is He can't cast again. God magic gone.
Like forever?
Not days.
And in this vicinity.
They just drained it all. He is basically burnt out. He's mana burnt. Do you want to reconsider that? Because
Does
he
he
will
know?
be cursed. I'm just giving the player a helping hand out here because later on, I am going to kill you. All of you.
Okay, but like the problem is this is what Adrian would do.
Then do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to take, for taking an action that is in character to the severe and massive detriment of yourself and the party, have this. And I will give you your experience later instead of withholding it in a show of pettiness.
Begone, peasants!
That sounds like I need to make a roll.
Woo! 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 You wish I'd rolled that earlier.
The peasants turn around and they're like, "Yeah, scribbity giblets! The warlock has materialized from the land of Mr. Fairies! Run away! No, it was him! He did it! Blah! Kill him dead!" And the other peasant turns around, "No, it were him! Ye also agreed with it! Stab and throat!" Runs away through a fire, but catches fire, burns to death. The guard pitches over, his last breath escaping his body. You notice he has a pitchfork lodged in his kidneys from behind, as he has apparently fought his last breath to protect your parents. Your parents, being peasants, have run away.
Okay, so
into your room.
Okay, I'll turn the sword off and just like go to the room. What?
Okay. I'm just.
So I'm just loving when you say I turned the sword off. I'm like, click.
That's how it works.
Right. You go into their room and they're like, they're like under the bed. Like, thank God, there's a bed with actual legs on it we can hide under. This was not the standard of behavior page.
Are you two okay?
I'm just guarding your mother.
I think it'll be safe in here. I don't think you have to hide under the bed. I can protect you.
Oh, those poor guards. Yeah, there has to have been 20 or 30 heads of peasants. They beat off before they finally succumbed to foul treachery from behind. I would have helped them, but my knees gave out and I fell on my face.
No, it's fine. I understand.
Oh, I'm an old man who doesn't deserve a son like you.
Whatever. Like hug my dad.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm here now.
Always remember, the responsibility to use your great powers is in good hands with such a good boy.
It's the best, Dad.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up!
Casting aspersions on his father. 5 points for Gryffindor.
That's my house!
Oh, well, you should have. It's also his.
Oh.
Yeah, Chad Gryffindor here.
Better house colleague.
But you wish he'd still in Pepsi Fish.
I thought he was a Pepsi fish.
I made him take the test.
No!
Unfortunately, Pepsi Fish and 3 Dog not on the test.
I'll make my own test. With blackjack and hookers. Actually, forget the test.
I'm kind of down with this test. But not officially. Anyway. So they're having a touching moment. What are the rest of the group? What is Sulin doing during all of this?
Soon would have stuck back, disappeared, and probably gone with Roya to the manor.
How did you know that's where she was going?
Because that's where I would go, and that's where she would go.
Okay, so Roya sweeps into the manor, throws the cloak back over her shoulder, pulls out her broadsword, and, like, pokes it under the chin of the first running, screaming peasant in, like, clerk gear she can find. And she's like, "Where is Mandin's office?" And he's like, they're back in the ground floor." She's like, "Come with me if you want to live." And she'll just sweep through there like she owns the place.
I'll follow, just to watch her back. At this time, not. We disappeared.
Who's more qualified to run a small town? Saphira the Rat Paladin, who would just fuck everything in sight that's got tits, or the literal princess born to rule? He's cross-mogenating
but-
those two things together.
But
in his
who
head.
who would the people respect more?
That is why the great lord invented the term figurehead.
He's the face.
She's the figure, he's the head. Also, her head's better than his, so I just like that whole package.
It's her head on his body.
I want her body on my head.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
You're disgusting.
I like that in
sure.
a modern setting, his character would just be this rapist.
It's actually like a creepy rapist.
I would be so fucking...
Yes, you would be. Hashtag cancel Saphira.
Yeah.
Delete all that.
Hashtag me too.
We don't need more attention. Okay, so she proceeds through there and just begins going over the papers and everything. She like sends the peasant off to go get Sir this and Master that and Mistress such and such.
Yep.
No, name's not important.
No.
You guys want to be out of here soon, so let's,
I'll check around the room while she's busy.
There's a... Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
3.
Well, that's a success.
No,
so you see...
Search for secrets.
Why would you... Okay.
I'll search for secrets, but yeah, I'll search
Okay,
for
so I mean that doesn't count because what I need you to do for me is actually roll a perception check first.
Alright. 7.
Okay, so the bookcase behind the desk is ajar. It's open. I don't.
Alright.
It's open a small amount. Is that definition of a jar? And behind it is a small room with a table with like nasty things all over it and diagram, like you found in that wizard's shed, except it's like got complete glassware and there's some salts and other alchemical like magic-y things you've seen him mess with.
Yep.
There's some stuff there, and there's a book that looks like it's big and heavy and it's got iron clasps, and you're like, oh, that looks like one of those magic books that Adrin's always wanting. I'd better throw that in the fire. And then you do that, right? And there's no contradiction, so you do throw it in the fire, and that resists burning.
The one thing.
So that cannot be burned.
So, no, I didn't throw it in the fire.
Oh, that's good.
That's where I was thinking that was going. God, I was going to say, just stab your fucking party in the back here, right? The book is titled in common, but you don't care because you can't read. Although, for the rest of the party's benefit, that book is titled The Secrets of Dark Necromancy.
Oh,
Subtle.
For the purposes of restoration and healing. By Count Hector.
what
Add it to your
a
collection.
lad! What a lad!
You got that one?
No, I haven't got that one.
I don't have it written out because it's one of those
Count
things
Hector's got so many books, he's got one book that's just called The Checklist.
He actually does
Yeah,
just
I have that book.
he actually does just have like an index catalogue.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had hundreds and thousands of years to write all these, so hence the revision list. There are several notes scattered around it, all of which are cryptic things that say things like, must remember to call for more witchers, Mandin can be trusted, the sword in the arm must be mine, remember more selenium. And there is a small chest with a padlock that's unlocked through the loop, sitting there, like tucked carefully in the center of the back so it can't fall off anywhere. And it's about yay large, he said, holding his hands about a foot apart, and it's made of a dark brown wood that smells vaguely of hazelnuts, and it's got a brassy coloured strapping instead of the usual. Yeah, so when you come out, Roya is striding backwards and forwards before a couple of men in battered armour and one man in mint condition armour who is just clearly just staring at her body portions.
I'm gonna stay back and watch these guys, see if they're actually listening.
And she's along, and I find you all here in the manor house instead of out there commanding your men. What is the point of your city watch? What is the point of the army's detachment? And why are you sleeping during a riot? Poke stab. And he says, "Feed him up. Listen to your authority. You are a woman." And then she just pushes the sword in and kills him. No one. Okay, so Mr. Fancy Shine falls over dead, and she just flicks the sword around to make sure it splatters blood across the face of the next man. She's like, "And now you are in charge of the detachment, and your job is to bring about and maintain order. But the peasants are revolting. Then make them take a bath! That is a joke! I don't want to see any of you in here again until you've done your job. Saphiro commands it, and he is in charge." "Oh, he has accepted command." Yes! GTFO! She turns around and just spreads out more papers on the desk with just this pissed expression.
I'll inspect the dead body.
If you want to do something useful, go find Saphiro. Thank you. Completely different manner.
Yep.
Sorry. Please go find Saphiro.
It's all right. Don't let anyone in the back room. I need Adrian to look at the stuff in there.
Then get him to. Also, Radomir probably wouldn't hurt, and I could use a dog's nose.
I'll check this body before I go, just in case he has anything, because he was very... just give me a second.
I have no use for useless soldiers. He came without a sword. Without a sword, Susan. Who does that?
A waste.
Strip his armor off and give it to the most competent, likely person who wants his job. Or let Radomir disperse that, I don't know.
I'll put aside for Radomir. So yeah, I'll remove his armor, check for anything that's on his person.
That guy I made him like.
I'm guessing there's nothing important on him.
He has a tattoo on the inside of his forearm.
Yep, of what?
A hand.
Seen it before though, haven't we?
You have?
Yep.
For the past 3 days that you've been at this table.
This is interesting. I'll show you this before I go.
Is it... how important?
I'll show the arm.
Keep an eye out for that.
Yes. Put it down and I'll drag the body off to the side of the room so it's not on the road for more people.
You, clerk, wake the rest up and bring them in. There's writing to be done.
And I'll double time it to find the big man.
So,
The Big Show.
the big show!
He's having fun.
The big man is going to trying to maintain order along with the others.
That just means beating the peasants who are acting out the most.
Pretty much.
That's what it takes.
They pretty much couldn't resist you if they tried, and some of them will try, and they will fail.
I'd be
Then I
trying to
would
help
use those
you,
as an example to others, in hopes that it doesn't have to come to the same fate for them.
The stories begin to sweep through the rioting mobs of the cruel Saphiro the Destroyer. Wicked Saphiro, murderer of peasants, savior of the world. What? Radomir is also there. His dog is eating.
Yeah, I would be trying to help you, but too much of my focus is going towards making sure no judges or witches try anything with her. If they do any more of their
Judges
nonsense
couldn't cast
magic.
Detect Evil if they wanted to. They're pretty much resorting to slaying people with their blunt instruments.
I'm not entirely aware
Most
of
of them are actually just giving them the tap
Yeah.
on the bonds to immobilize them. They're not just killing them. Unless they get attacked, in which case it's just like you attack the judge. There is only... I mean, you will hear that. It's like, knave, thou hast struck at a judge. There is only one punishment for such an affront.
If there are any fires that are not too big, I will use my new hammer to go.
Okay, anything bigger than a campfire, that's a smallish campfire, that's not going to work.
Yeah, I know, I realise that, but if there's freshly started fires that haven't quite built up,
In the distance, more fires rage. You hear buildings collapsing. The city, a detachment of Burman army troops run past and begin surrounding the new wall, the Merlin wall, and start just like truncheoning peasants and other such things. A group of witches is being attacked by another group of witchers. Strange, bizarre flurry of spells and lights. This seems to be an internal matter, but you could interfere if you wanted to.
We'd need to know what side to interfere on.
I'm not going to interfere. I'm just going to deal with trying to calm the populace as much as possible.
How far?
Is it Kitty?
That their fat fluffy cat earlier ate about half a drum of my Perseus rounds straight into its stupid smug face. And then its ass as it tried to run it. That thing's precise. Fuck.
And the cat's back.
How far can we see?
It's very dusty, so if I'm trying to think of a good example here. Have you ever played San Andreas on the PS2?
Yes.
Have you ever played it on the Xbox?
No.
So halfway, so it's not quite as far as that.
Okay.
So the draw distance, like if you've been in a plane on one of those older consoles, the draw distance is about that.
Xbox Morrowind?
Yeah, Xbox Morrowind.
Ooh.
He knows!
Okay, so you could maybe see clearly to where the couch is from where I am.
And then medium vision is...
Medium vision would be...
like twice that?
Double that, I'm guessing. And then
half again.
Half again.
Half again,
Saphira,
No, you found me. Oh, Sulin, yes.
you and Radomir and Eden need to make their way to the manor now.
This is important, I take it?
It is important. There's things to discuss, and Roya's got it in hand, but she needs the authority to do stuff.
Of course, I should be right there.
I'll go get...
He's getting armors full of
Adrian.
dust and shit.
He's
And you
Yeah.
have to push through peasants as well.
Oh, that's
I
not
do
the
not know
problem.
where Adrian is. Last I heard he was...
heading to the...
I think he was worried about his parents, so...
And rightly so, they were going to die if he didn't.
So I will disappear again into the...
Okay, give me a hide and... we'll use a hide and shadow as well for this. Even though it's a different skill set.
55. 55.
That's probably a miss.
That's a success.
I'm gonna head back towards the manor, by the way, but I'm gonna keep dispensing justice on the way as opposed to just baylining it.
Saphira's condoms of justice, fresh from the dispenser.
Installed in his codpiece.
That's where Scribbles hides.
That's in Scribble's
Is
house.
that where they put the compartment?
No.
Is it not on like the shoulder or something?
That would kill him.
Smaller the back, I
Small at the
think.
back. It's not a big place. It's just like a little rat-shaped.
That's like slightly more reinforced.
It's like your own version of the
The Berman
Yeah.
sausage thing, the Scribbles, yeah.
it's an energy ration for eating.
That's right.
The emergency rat. Yeah,
Ration.
that's good. That's good. 5 points to Gryffindor.
Are you broken even?
It's fine.
So
At
you'll
the end of
hit
the
it
year,
again.
we'll get like 600 points.
Oh, that's how that works, isn't it?
So you'll run into the inn. You see the door's been broken in. There's peasant bodies. There's the guards are dead, and you're like, oh shit.
Okay. So I'll go to the room.
Which room?
His room. Adrian.
Is that you, Sulin?
Father pushes him. You better go. This town needs you.
We need you at the manor. If you're concerned, bring them along. I'm sure we can find a place for them to be safe.
We could bring you with us, or would you prefer to stay here?
We wouldn't dare go to the manor at for big importance.
Okay, I think it'll be safe here anyway.
No, it won't be safer here. There's no guards and there is no people. Once they start returning, if they head this way, they will be unsafe. Bring them with us.
Send them to the cart. Take them out to the cart.
Yeah, nothing will get them there.
Yeah, there's this just frozen
Is the
radius around the car.
Cart driver still here?
He hasn't left yet.
He would still be with the cart.
Oh, I'll take you to the cart. You'll be perfectly safe there.
Oh, what a nice man.
I'm imagining a radius of perfectly calm people just standing there around the card.
I'm sure there's people who run towards
Suddenly,
it with
the dungeon
pitchforks and
master
then
realizes that there is a massive flaw with this segment of the campaign that he hopes the players don't think of.
Well, then we could just
we'll
get
just
to
take
the cart driver to calm everyone
around
down.
and calm everyone down.
No, that's not it at all.
Well, let's do that anyway.
But the cart driver
that won't break the face off his campaign.
No, but like,
the cart driver will quite enjoy it because I'm a bit hungry at the moment, and no one
and
will
if a
notice.
couple of peasants go missing,
They won't be noticed.
Oh, so your problem with your great plan is that there's only one member of the party that knows about this thing. So,
and it would be me. We're going to the cart.
You're lucky this room isn't big enough to swing a broadsword.
No.
Road. That's full damage. Or 4 extra.
A mage.
That's how the card works in Heracles.
So you go drop your parents off and rush after them.
Well, I will actually ask the cart driver. I'd actually want to talk to the cart driver. It's not that. It's similar, but.
Succeeded things.
So is there just like calm people near where the cart is?
No, it's out back, and the area is surprisingly empty. The cart driver is just sitting up on the thing. The horse is hitched up, waiting to go.
I don't know how far away we are from leaving, but do you think you can? Are you making it so people can't come near here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Will my parents be fine here then?
That is up to them.
Okay, well, I have to go find Saphira, but please just let them stay here for now.
P.S. Don't eat their brains.
So we'll return to the manor.
Oh, okay.
You'd definitely get there before us.
I was thinking.
Sulan, I might explode.
Why have I just double timed?
Slow down.
You walk in, you come in, the guards step in front of you, and they're like,
Halt! None may enter. By order of Saphira, the Rat Paladin, maybe?
We are part of the Paladin's party. I am Sulan of Clan Gushan.
I'm right here. I'm almost there.
Justice speaking.
they've got like the full armored thing. There's like, their armor is like ramped.
Yep.
So probably why they're
And I'll hold up the.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?